Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. The bathing season in our new pool is over. I will winterize the pool today. I will roll up the solar cover and lower the water level. Prepare the water for winter, dismantle the equipment and protect the pool from snow. Protecting from frost. If you want to know how I do it, stay tuned. It's about to start. After almost 2 years of construction time, during which I converted the old steel wall pool into this stone pool. The first season ended much too quickly. We had the first one at the end of September, minus temperatures. Therefore, I will winterize this pool today. I will start by rolling up the solar cover and cleaning the pool one last time for this year. For this, my pool robot in action. As you can see, the water is crystal clear. The basin is full of leaves and debris, and protection from the surrounding trees. Autumn is approaching. Door. The pool robot will suck up the leaves and dirt from the bottom. The rest will be driven upwards by the current. There, it is then disposed of through the skimmer and my filters. I let the pool robot run at least once in case it doesn't clean everything completely. There is a second cleaning. With a total of 90 minutes per cycle, I need this for it. Plan to spend about 3 hours. However, I will use the time to winterize my solar cover. I will also prepare the materials I need for winterizing. While the pool robot cleans the bottom of the pool and part of the walls, the skimmer, responsible for the surface dirt. These maple seeds and other leaves are removed by the skimmer, sucked in and held in the pre-filter. It has rained extremely a lot lately. That's why my water level is higher than absolutely necessary. While the pool robot, when I work, I make sure to thoroughly and meticulously clean the filter regularly and consistently, ensuring it is always functioning properly. For this, I carefully take out the cartridge and ensure it is functioning properly. I have an additional fine filter in the pre-filter. I can absolutely show you that. I highly recommend this. With this pre-filter, the dirt is filtered very well. You can see it here. Everything gets stuck. Even these small dirt particles, I can completely use the filter net. Simply clean it at the faucet or in the washing machine. If it is too dirty, I hang it up. A new filter in the skimmer basket. I make sure that this area does not is very clogged with leaves. Otherwise, the water cannot be properly suctioned. To make good use of the time the pool robot takes, I have placed here on the table the materials that I prepare for the winterization of the pool. I will show them to you, introduce them one by one, and also explain why I use them and what success I promise you that. Basically, the winterization of the pool is done as follows. Once the pool robot is finished, the water level is lowered enough so that the skimmer and the inlet nozzles are slightly exposed. The water in the pipes flows down to my pool house. This works automatically for me. This way, no water flows back into the pipes over the winter, which would then, to prevent frost damage, I will seal the inlet nozzles with shut-off caps. In the past, I have often used very simple 1.5 plugs. Nevertheless, there are also various models available for the case that you do not have any screw threads. These plugs are pressed into the pipe and then the screw is tightened. The plug then gets wedged in the pipe and makes it watertight. The remaining water stays in the pool. I will make sure that no water comes in the form of rain, or snow can come from above. Nevertheless, the water that is in the pool to be assessed quite critically. In the last winters, we had temperatures between 10 and 25. It has reached freezing point. This means that the water in the pool will not only freeze on the surface, but also down to a depth of approximately 10 or even 20 centimeters, or sometimes more, or even more than that. As the water expands in its frozen solid state, it exerts a significant amount of pressure on the surrounding environment. Exterior walls. With the old steel wall pool, you could notice it when the walls were not absolutely straight. Due to the expansion, the walls were sometimes pushed outward at the top. If the pool walls were built inclined inward from the beginning, it could lead to damage because of the ice. Pressed against the liner and the pool walls, even though the pool walls withstood the pressure, there is a risk that the film will be damaged. This can be avoided by one ensures that the ice does not form at all, or that the pressure is absorbed in other ways, are suitable for this purpose. For example, such ice pressure cushions. These ice pressure cushions have I have already used in the old steel wall pool. The ice pressure cushions are filled with air in the upper area. Filled. The lower area is completely filled with fine sand. When you place the ice pressure cushions into the water, they swim upright. Several cushions can be connected to each other via the hooks. This keeps the surface almost entirely free of ice and completely. The elasticity of the ice pressure cushion allows the water to flow and circulate freely, thereby ensuring optimal conditions for the environment and its inhabitants. Kept in motion, the ice cannot solidify, at least not so much that There are damages at the edge of the pool. These ice pressure cushions are placed depending on the size of the pool, once lengthwise and once linked across, or twice linked across and hung into the pool. The sides will then be secured accordingly so that they remain in the correct position. The robot is currently ensuring that the coarse dirt is removed from the water. The skimmer and the sand filter system, glass filter system, filter the finest dirt particles out of the water. Nevertheless, there will always be residues left in the water. Be able to tilt the water over the winter in cool temperatures, or at sub-zero temperatures this is rather unlikely. Algae do not like ice. There is a risk with warm water. There is the possibility to take preventive measures for the water. Prepare, for example, these winter chemicals that are used according to the amount of water in the pool. I have consistently practiced this over the past several years and mixed such mixtures into the water, ensuring thorough integration. Then I stirred the water nicely again. By spring I never had problems with contaminated water. There were no algae and there were no discolorations. The disadvantage of these substances is that even if they dissolve and decompose over the winter, that it involves toxic chemicals. This has an impact on the environment. What the environment so heavy can harm the swimmer, it may not necessarily be healthy. For this reason, I will this winter to do without this means. However, I hope that the water quality in spring still is great. If that is not the case, I will return to this in the coming years. Feel free to reach out. If you're interested in how the water looks in spring, let me know. Leave a comment below. When the time comes, I will give you a response. By the way, if you ever, while you're at it, feel free to leave me a comment, take this opportunity and let me know. Please give a thumbs up for this video. It really helps me and my channel a lot. It truly, definitely and certainly supports us. Bottom right. Did you hit the button to subscribe to this channel? If you like, click on the subscribe button and you will be automatically notified as soon as I upload a new video. The materials, the ones I'm using here, the products on the table, the robot and the other things that I will show you later, of course. I have provided them for you under the video, linked in the description. If you need anything from it, click on the Amazon link. There you get the same price and I receive a small commission. This way, we all benefit. I explained earlier that I will make sure that no new water enters the pool, can get in. In the last few years with my steel wall pool, I have had an oversized oval pool cover placed on the water surface. The cover lay flat on the water was hanging over the edge of the pool. The solar cover ensured that the rainwater and the dirt could not mix with the water of the pool. The downside to this, the solution is that the water is still in the pool basin and needs to be pumped out regularly. In spring, I remove the cover with the dirty water. The murky water has simply flowed very slowly and steadily into the clean pool water. This year I want to take a new path. I have already considered getting to use pool cushions or pool pads. This allows me to create a bulge under the solar cover, to build a kind of dome. When the rain or snow falls on the solar cover, it flows off. Water drains to the left and right sides on both sides of the pool. There are various different types and designs of these pool cushions. There are variants such as those that are 1 meter by 1 meter and approximately half a meter high. You would need to buy several cushions and tie them together in the pool so that the entire area is designed for that. It eventually costs money. The user comments I read about it on Amazon have also influenced me not to choose this solution. If the cushions if they are not properly tied together, they will slip. The winter cover then slides in between. The cushions and the dirty water collect there. I opted for decided on an XXL pool cushion. This pool cushion has a size of 2x4 meters and is about 1 meter high. I will inflate this cushion later with the air pressure compressor. Inflate it and place it in the center of the water. There, I will secure it with tension straps. Next, I will very carefully place the heavy winter cover, this extremely heavy truck tarp with 650 gam2 over the... Place the pool cushion. The pool cover is heavy enough to keep the pool cushion in place, to hold it in place. The winter cover is secured around the pool with tension straps and tension ropes. I am very curious whether this variant really works the way I imagine it. After the second cleaning cycle with the pool robot, the water is crystal clear again. Currently the sun is shining and I feel like just jumping back into the pool. But the season is over. I will take the pool robot out of the water and clean it. Afterwards, the pool water is drained down to below the skimmer and the 2 inlet nozzles. For this, I welcome you to my pool house. Welcome to my pool house. You can see here the inlet from the skimmer to the pump in the sand filter. The filter has an overflow that goes over the pool hose, is connected to the channel. On the other side, the water is directed to my bypass. The motor is automatically controlled via my TDR 2004. This means the heating of the pool. It works automatically. I don't have to worry about anything. When the heating is activated, it runs the water in the lower pipe to the roof and is heated there in the EPDM solar mats. After that comes, the water flows back into the upper pipe, then it flows through my chlorine dispenser back to the inlet nozzles. I would now like to lower the water level. For that, I could simply use the submersible pump. Place it into the basin and pump the water into the channel. However, I use the water that will be several cubic meters, to flush my glass filter. I will do that right now. For this, I first turn off the pump manually. The pump is generally controlled via a time control is managed. I have installed additional manual switches. Afterwards, to ensure the system is functioning optimally, I will carefully switch my valve to the backwash mode. This step is crucial for cleaning the filter and maintaining efficiency. Once the valve is set, I will proceed to turn the pump back on, allowing the water to flow in reverse and effectively remove any debris or buildup that may have accumulated. Water from the skimmer is now pumped through the pump and then subsequently through the glass filter directly into the channel in a continuous process through the system, efficiently and effectively ensuring optimal flow and filtration is achieved and seamlessly. This will automatically flush the filter. You should do this at least once a month. With the amount of water I am now pumping out, the filter should be cleaned really well. Only a little water is still flowing into the skimmer. I have already turned off the pump. Here are a lot of small creatures that have accumulated in the skimmer. The water, currently, it only runs through the 2 inlet nozzles. This will take a while. Last. Since I want to lower the water level to approximately 10 to 15 centimeters or so below the inlet nozzles, I also need to use a submersible pump. The pump removes the water that is no longer can drain through the nozzles from the basin easily, efficiently and effectively. I have my submersible pump here, which I use safely, quickly and reliably in a smooth manner without any hassle, ensuring everything operates smoothly and without any issues, providing a seamless experience. I use my sump pump in the basement for this. By the way, I also made a video about it. If you're interested, take a look at the top right corner. I will be using this submersible pump, drain the water. The hose I connected ends in the channel. On this, I can pump the water down to approximately 10 to 15 centimeters below the inlet nozzles. I am still in the process of lowering the water level below the 2 inlet nozzles. A portion of the water drains over the nozzles. The majority is now being pumped out. I will use the meantime to place the ice pressure cushions in the pool. I have linked my ice pressure cushions together. This works with these hooks that can be connected to each other, and I will now very carefully and gently and slowly place the ice pressure cushions diagonally in the secure the pool. Afterwards, I will take care of my new inflatable XXXL pool cushion. Inflating the pool cushion took significantly longer than I originally expected. I estimate that approximately about 4 m3 of air can be accommodated in the cushion. The material has become softer, but it is still robust. I think, however, that a sharp stone or a nail would quickly make a hole here. The seam is double welded. It feels solid. I really like that. The valve is also not to be criticized. However, it would be nice if there had been an adapter to easily use the XXXL pool cushion with a compressor to be able to inflate it. I will now secure the XXXL pool cushion in the pool. Of course, I will do this beforehand. Remove the pump and seal the 2 holes of the inlet nozzles. The XXXL pool cushion is positioned in the center of the water. There is approximately 1 meter of space free on the left and right. This means I have to stretch the winter cover tightly to avoid any dips or hollows. The rope to secure the pool cushion is currently only stretched over a stone. I don't want to tension the rope too tightly. Whether the eyelets can really withstand something, I will find out only in spring. I will now lightly pull the heavy winter cover over the XXXL pool cushion with Grandpa and tighten it securely. Then the winter cover will be fastened in such a way that it lasts the entire winter. The cover is placed over the pool cushion with 650 GM2 over 8x5 meters, the winter cover, a weight of nearly 25 kilos. Due to its size, it was not so easy to keep the cover taut. To pull without changing the position of the cushion, I secured the pool cover at the edge of the basin, secured with heavy stones. Next year, when the new terrace area is built around the pool, I will incorporate appropriate eyelets to secure the winter cover. This year, the makeshift solution with the stones will have to suffice. On the east side, the cover was also secured. I used tension straps to attach it to the wood and to the large gabions. On this occasion, I removed the flexible hose from the skimmer. Then the condensate water, which forms over the winter, drips down and does not run into my pool house. I did not remove the cable in the empty pipe to my LED pool spotlight. With the steel wall pool, I removed the pool light every year, weighted it down and placed it I laid it on the pool bottom. I did this to prevent frost damage. With the new pool, I have a meter-thick concrete wall behind the light. Above the light, there also remains, in winter, there is a water column about 50 centimeters high. Therefore, I left the pool light in the basin. In a normal European winter, no frost will reach the light. One day I needed to make the pool winterproof. I am glad that I had the active support of the 2 other men. Alone, I would not have been able to manage the large, placing the winter cover over the pool cushion, whether the pool cushion retains air and whether the winter cover remains taut will only be revealed next year when I check everything. I will take it down again. Then I will also see how the water quality is. I hope my video has helped you. I hope you enjoyed it and picked up some tips. If so, give me a thumbs up. I find that I appreciate it. A like makes me happy and helps my channel. If you have questions or suggestions, if you have any questions, write me a comment under the video. I will respond as quickly as I can. If you don't have a subscription yet, you can find the subscribe button at the bottom right. Press there. Hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of my new videos. Be sure to check the video description. There, I will give information about the project and I have all the materials. I have listed them with Amazon links. If you need anything from it, just click on it and shop. Same price for you and financial support for me and my channel. I hope your pool makes it through the winter well and that the new one next year, the season can continue without any issues. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.